friends, in this video I'm going to talk about Google Gemini. So Google recently introduced Gemini and it's a wonderful AI model. As far as my experience, it looks to be very promising and uh, better than OpenAI ChatGPT in terms of some of the safety features. Let's explore how it is. So for that you have to first go to ai.google.dev. So you will be on this page where you have build with Gemini and generate API key. So currently Gemini is in three models. So one is Gemini Ultra, one is Gemini Pro and Gemini Nano. Currently only Gemini Pro is available, so we'll explore it. So just down there is a button for get started. So if you just click over here, you will reach out to this page, which is Gemini API quick start, and then we'll click on Python. So that you will be on this page that will progress Gemini API with the Python. Now to run it, we have to click on run in Google Colab. So if I click over here, it will open this page, and here we will proceed with our demo. So these are some basic information about licensing and what are we cover here. So these are the 5 use cases, I would say, which we will cover. So first is we are going to set up the development environment and API access to use Gemini, and then we'll generate some text responses from text input. We'll also see how the text responses are generated from a multimodal inputs, like using text plus images, and then we'll use how Gemini we can turn multi-turn conversation with it, and at last we'll use some embeddings for LLMs. So for prerequisite, so you have to install, if you want to download it on your local, these to be in place, Python 3.9 plus version or the Jupyter notebook, or else you can run on this Colab, which runs on browser, so you no need to download or set up the environment locally. So we'll go with this. We'll run all these codes with the Google Colab on browser. So first is we have to set up the SDK, generative AI. So this Python SDK for Gemini API is reside under the Google generative AI package. So for this we'll do a pip install quickly. We'll just click over here and it install your Gemini API SDK for Python. Yep, it is done, very quick and fast. Now we'll import some necessary packages like pathlib and textwrap, and we'll import generative AI as GenAI, and we'll use these two function display and markdown to show and to convert display as in text. And from Google.colab we'll import user data. So this will be used to securely store your API keys. So if you can just define a user data in over here in your keys with your API keys, it will work. So currently it is free, so just get your API key. If you just click here, it will open this window. Just click over here, create a API key in new project. It will create a key for you. Just copy it, go over here, click on this key and name this variable as a Google API key and paste your Google key over here. So your initial setup is done. Then what we are going to do is just we will run it. So we'll say Google API is equal to user data dot get Google API, so it automatically fetch your API key from here, and then we'll just initiate it with Gemini dot configure API key is equal to Google API key, which you just pasted in the key folder. So now, so we under the Gemini Pro model, we are having two models. So one is Gemini Pro, which is used for text prompt only, and one is Gemini Pro Vision, which is optimized for text plus images prompt. So we'll explore both in this video. So first we'll explore the Gemini Pro model, which is only for text. So how it is, if you want to see how many models we have, you can just run this. You'll get the list of the models. So we'll go with the first use case for generating text from text input. So first of all, we have to define which model we want to use. So we are using Gemini Pro. So we said model is equal to Gemini dot generative model, and in the bracket we'll mention the model name. We'll run one query, see how much time it will take. So we are getting response in terms of the person time. So response is equal to model dot generate underscore content. You can give any of the content and just run it. So it will show you how much time it takes, how much CPU time it takes, and the overall time. See, the CPU time for the user is 134 milliseconds, system time is 18 millisecond, and the total time is 152 millisecond, and the wall time is 9.16 second. So this is being fetched in the response. To print this response, we have to run to markdown underscore print response. So this generate the content for the response. Again, one good feature, as I said, it also has some safety walls enabled. So currently you see response dot prompt underscore feedback. So there are 4 categories which are defined here in terms of harm category: sexually explicit and hate speech, harassment, or some dangerous content. And you see the probability of all these are negligible, right? Because we ask the simple question, tell me something about uh, life, and it doesn't fall any of these categories. So Google Gemini will block your response if you are prompting something which fall under this category. So let's take another example where I just rephrase the sentence. I don't mean to, but just for the sake of checking the model how to insult someone. If I just run this, and if I want to print the response, see, it gives an error. And if I see where it is failing, if I run it again, see, under the third category, which is harassment, so the probability is medium, and hence Gemini blocked the response. It didn't given the response back. So this is a wonderful feature in Google Gemini. Let's proceed further. Again, one other feature is usually Gemini responded once all the candidates or all the text that is been processed, then it will display. So for example, if you all the candidates, if you want to see which all candidates are there for our previous question, so let me first run again this one. Tell me the meaning of life. so that my response variable have the same. Okay, get, and now I'll run this different candidates for this particular response. So as you're seeing, these are the different candidates. So first one is it's all about life is all about happiness and uh, fulfillment, and the text and the purpose and the meaning. Likewise, these are the different candidates for this particular prompt that we had raised. And at last it also show if the model is responding, if any of these uh, case comes in, like in terms of the safety features. So currently it's all negligible, so it's true. The other thing is, with the stream we can also print the response, like as you know, the how the machine learning models are working, or the LLMs are working, they are generating that text in chunks. And currently Gemini model will print the text once all the text generation is completed. But if you want to print the text when with the stream, like when it is generated, one candidate is being generated, you want to get it printed, or you want to get the response as of it is being streamed, then you can also get it. So for that we have an pass an extra parameter under the generate content function, as in stream is equal to true. So let's try this. So after every chunk it will just write 80s underscore. So you see, so these kind of different chunk that is being streamed, and the model just printed. So good feature. So now let's move on to the next. Yep. So now we'll generate some text from image. So for text from image we have a model Gemini Pro Vision, which we are going to use. So we'll change the model name as model is equal to Gemini Pro. First we need an image. So there we have one image, so we'll run it, and we'll show this image, what this image is all about. So to show this image we have to import pil.image, and we'll open this image with pil.image.open, and this is the image which we pass in as in curl.o space image.jpg. Now we'll see how Gemini Pro Vision will handle this image, and how we can do it is, we'll say model is equal to genai.generative AI model is equal to Gemini Pro Vision, and just run it. And I want to know about that image. So let's see, if I click on response for the image, okay, yep, so it says glass meal prep contained with the brown rice, chicken, broccoli, pepper and carrot. So that's good, so it's a good feature. So it handles the image as well. Let me try with some other image. So I search on Google, I open with this football or a soccer ball. I'll just copy the path, or you can also download it and upload in this folder, and just take it directly from here. So let's try with directly giving the path. So this is the path, this is a PNG file which I took here and pasted. If I run this, so now my image is a soccer ball. So let's see if model respond correctly or not. For images, it takes some time to respond, but yeah, let's see how it is. See the response. This is a classic black and white soccer ball. Is a symbol of beautiful game. It is used in all level of soccer from the World Cup to local youth leagues, etc. So I think it's good. It's pretty good. This feature is pretty good in Google Gemini. So let's try to have some text as well. So first we'll see what text it generated with the uh, previous image, which is of food. Then maybe we'll try with our soccer ball image. Just quickly change .jpg. Okay, so we'll try first with some text. So we'll prompt the model like write a short engaging blog post based on this picture. It should include a description of the meal in the photo and talk about my journey in preparing. And then I'll say response dot resolve. I'll just run it. Let's see if it identify the image and write something on it for a blog post perspective. So we given some instruction in the form of text to the prompt, also an image to gather some information from it. Yep, so this is very good. So it's a great feature of Google Gemini. So we saw it's given you a blog post. Let's try with our other image how it is. Let me run this. We'll modify the text. Engaging a blog post on this picture, it should include a description of these sports. In the photo and talk about my journey of let's see how it works. Let me click. See, this time it responded as the image shows as a soccer ball. Okay. Yep, great. It's a wonderful feature. So it create a wonderful blog for me on soccer. So yep, next is about the chat conversation. So again, for text type of input, we are going to use Gemini Pro model. So again, we'll change the model from Gen AI.generative model as in Gemini Pro instead of Gemini Pro Vision. And here in Gemini, we'll create a chat session, so which can store all of your historical history of chat. So it will generate a session ID. So let's try this. Yep, so it generated a session ID for you. And now we'll just start dialoguing with the model. So we'll say respond chat on send respond in one sentence, explain how a computer works to a young child, to mark down the response. it generated a new response. And if you want to see the history of your chat, then you can just select chat.history and it will show you all your responses that is being generated. And if you, as you see, like if you want to see in stream, so you can just use stream is equal to proof, so that will help you for your chat to be with the stream as it generated. So this is it from today's video. I hope this helps you, and if you like my video, please do subscribe my channel and like the video as well. Thank you.